Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now at the exercise number 3 about reading, and we'll be filling in the blanks for some of the words, sentences into the blank. So now we are at the blank number 1. Okay, so it says about the technicians strap us into our seats and help us put on our helmets. So now you can also underline the sentence, the part of a sentence standing before the blank. Okay, so what you may underline here? What will you underline? So I will probably underline the phrase the technicians. The technicians. Or it can be strap us into seats, help us put on our helmets. So what that is like a process to a official launch. So what will you fill in? Okay. So you can look on the page number 107 for convenience. I don't have to change for the page on the screen. So read from the top to the end with the underlined phrases. First, sentence A, underline part, that is the word instead. Instead, I enjoy the building tension and get ready to enjoy the incredible ride. Not yet. Not yet. Just instead. That doesn't link much because it is talking about the technicians and what do they do. I quickly I quickly undo them. What? What? They do us, not we do them. So not yet. See the feeling. Just strapping us into our seats and we put on the helmets. What the feeling? What the F? Alright. Those are the main reasons. Not yet any reasons. Just what the rituals before doing it. The pre-launch. Yeah, the pre-launch. That decision. No. That's just what they do, not yet making any decision of their life. Once these are lit, no, these you cannot let the light the technicians or when you strap them while they're strapping us into our seats. That's illegal to do. Okay, so the last you may guess, that is then they close the hatch and retreat to a distance of several kilometers. So it refers to the technicians. Yes. So that is how they link. And for the first blank, it is the letter sentence G. So you know a little bit of how they work, right? Next, we will go to the next paragraph. Now we are truly alone. Along with a technical talk about the countdown, there is often good-natured banter among the crew and the launch control personnel, but underneath the surface, each crew member is alone with their thoughts and their emotions. For myself, I always figured that launch day was not the time to be thinking about whether I really wanted to do this. So, then a blank. Let's read the sentence after that, so what the idea can be popped out. Riding a rocket into space is a risky business, but our training has given us the confidence that we can cope with problems over which we have a measure of control. Okay, so about the practice. Okay, so then the sentence before that, I always figured that launch day was not the time to be thinking about whether I really wanted to do this. So clearly, what do they refer to? What does the writer refer to? Okay, so the sentence A, go back to the sentence A. They say, instead, I enjoy the building tension and get ready to enjoy an incredible ride. Okay, so instead, it can be linked, but that's not linked yet, because building tension. What is building tension for right now? Not yet. So not yet about just talking about always figuring out launch day. Was not the first time, was not a time to be thinking about whether I really the writer wanted to do that. Okay, so the launch day. Okay, about the launch day and what the writer do when on board. So sentence B, I quickly undo them. Undo them. What to undo? Not yet. Them? No. It is about what to do. Remember that the phrase. C, they say the feeling. The feeling. Not describe anything yet about the feeling. Those are the main reasons. No, not yet. I'm giving any of the reasons yet. That decision. They underline the phrase, that decision was made when I joined the astronaut corps years before. That decision seems appropriate. So, I always figured out that the launch day was not the first time, was not to be the time to be thinking about whether I really wanted to do this. That decision was made. So, clearly, the writer was making the decision when, the writer is in the space shuttle. Yeah, so the writer does not want to thinking about to think about anything that further than about the launch day, right? Yeah, so that is the decision, right? The decision. So number 2, it will be E, folks. 2E. Let's go next for the number 3. Okay, we'll be reading next. Okay, riding a rocket into space is a risky business, but our training has given us confidence that we can cope with problems over which we have a measure of control. I don't bother to worry about all of the many things that might go wrong, which are totally beyond our control. So I don't bother to worry about all the many things that might go wrong, which are totally beyond our control. So, what will you fill in with that blank? So, with the first sentence, you can see the word that was underlined, that is instead. Okay, so I don't bother, which is what they are, what the writer decided to do. That does not want to bother about anything. Okay, does not want to bother about and does not want to worry about anything. Okay, that might go wrong, but instead enjoy the building tension. Get ready to enjoy an incredible ride. So linked. Okay, so I know that we may get wrong with the sentences from number 2 and number 3. I did this exercise once, and I got wrong. I got number 2, that is A, and number 3, that is E. So yeah, so I almost get it wrong, right? But remember the phrase instead. Okay, the word instead that linked with the previous sentence about not having to bother about anything before the launch, the official launch. So don't have to be worried about anything. So instead, just enjoy it. Okay, enjoy the ride of a lifetime. So number 3, it is A. We'll be right back with the next part of the show. We still got 3 more to go. We'll be right back.